Hey guys, welcome back to the Hardcore Ironman series. In this episode we're going to be starting off by getting our fishing level up to eventually be able to fish anglerfish and get a good supply of food for our upcoming Slayer grind, where we'll be hoping to pull a greater demon task so that we can have an excuse to do While Guthix Sleeps. This will allow us to obtain our demon bane weaponry from the tormented demons that it will grant us access to. So let's get into it. Okay, 25,000, well just over 25,000 feathers. We're going to spend all of these doing barbarian fishing. That should take us easily up to 82. So let's get crack-a-lacking. I will see you probably whenever I get a level up or right at the end. Goodbye. Oh, you may be wondering why we're not doing Temporos, because we still need the fishing barrel. I personally just want to do an AFK. I've got like 3 days off of streaming, so I'm just going to chill, work on some videos, and hopefully when we go back to Temporos, it's going to be far more consistent, because lower level Temporos can be a bit iffy. Not that we're low level anymore, but it's nice. There we go, we have 76 fishing. We can now harpoon fish sharks if we want to. Something we won't be doing, but you know, there's always a chance. It's always open to us. Oh, we actually managed to get a agility level. That is 80 agility. Does that unlock anything for us? The Tavily Dungeon Spike Blaze and the Relica course. That's pretty good. Well, back to slaving away we go. And then we have 79 fishing. Members can now catch sea tails. And then we have 81 fishing. We now catch manta rays. 1 level to go. And then we have the 82 fish requirement. Members can now catch anglerfish and minnows in the fishing guild, which is quite interesting. We can do both of those. I kind of forgot about that, which means we have a reason to go get our, well, we need 84 cooking for anglers regardless. We will be able to cook the sharks. So I think right now I'm going to move over to do some minnow fishing. We're going to get enough sharks to be able to cook to 84 fishing in our spare time. Probably won't do it all in one go, but I do have another day off, so we'll see where we get up to. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, I'm moving over to minnows right now immediately. We've got 8,565 caught fish today, roughly 800 an hour. I have been fishing for over 10 hours straight. I do have a life. Promise. Now we go up to Kylie Minnow. It should take notice that I have my full angler's outfit. You need to have that in order to actually fish minnows. Yeah, there we go. You must have level 82 fishing, be wearing angler's outfit, and have completed fishing contests in order to suitably impress Kylie. We're going to be definitely burning a lot of sharks. We did 4,600 sharks to get to 84 cooking. So we're probably going to be fishing roughly, let's say 7,000 of them and see where we get from there. I'm not sure how many minnows it is. I'll probably flash up on the screen right now when I calculate it. So I'll see them. And there we have 83 fishing. It cancelled anything we could possibly get. 1,850 total level just before we got 100,000 minnows. So we're probably going to hit 84 before the end of this grind, but we're well on our way to getting our 7,000 raw sharks. Okay, there we just have it. 280,000 minnows. Let's trade Kylie Minnow. 7,001 sharks. We also managed to get ourselves a camo helmet. Let's just check our log here real quick. Random events. I realized I should probably be trying to complete this log, considering we have the stale baguette. So I'm going to try to do, I'm going to assume that's Leo and the wise old man. But yeah, now we have to get through cooking all of these bad boys. That should leave us up at 84 cooking around about. We did get halfway towards 85. So let's get cracking on that. You'll see me at the Hasidius range. This is our cooking tab. We have quite a few raw fish as well. I wasn't planning on using all of these lesser fish, but now that I'm sitting here, I'm like, you know what, I might as well to get the lesson burn rate on the sharks. Obviously, we've gone above and beyond on the sharks. We'll probably end up with like 86 cooking if I had to guess. Maybe just short. But we're going to need a lot of these for this Slayer grind anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. So let's get cracking. There's the first level of the grind. We got 81 cooking. We're not even through the non-shark food at the moment. There's 82 cooking. And here's another level coming in. It's gone a lot faster than the fishing levels, that's for sure. I've been not really getting very hard. We're at 175k XP an hour. We're burning a lot of shark. I'll just show you. It's an absolute disaster. But again, it's worth it for the cooking XP. I stand by this. 84 cooking. Now, cook the anglerfish. We still have 3.6k roughly sharks to go. See you on the flip side. 85 cooking. We now can cook wild pies and create the infernal harpoon Fantastic. I think we're now officially a quarter of the way to max. I don't quite think we need to cook another 1600 sharks. I don't think we're quite going to make it to a E6. We could use our salmon. I don't really feel like cooking the salmon. I cooked everything else. I guess we could. If we're close enough, and I know it's going to get us a level, you'll probably see me at 86. If not, it's when I complete the stack of sharks. 86 cooking. That unlocks us nothing apparently, but we did make it. I did cut into the salmons, and now we have over 6,000 sharks with which to do our Slayer grind. And I've been putting off for far too long, so let's just get cracking, you know. Managed to get through our first troll task. Let's see what we get. Elves? Jesus Christ. I did decide to do the elves task because we are able to get ourselves an enhanced crystal teleport seed from them at a rate of 1 in 1024. And that will give us, once activated, unlimited teleports back to Prith and Letya instead of having to take up a bank space with many normal teleport seeds. You know what I'm saying? You can't be serious. That was 3 kills in. Alright, we decided that we're going to cancel the elves task now that one is over and done with. Because we don't need more teleport seeds. 155 cow fight. I don't have any cannonballs. What am I killing for this? Okay, considering we don't have the stats to make the enhanced crystal teleport ourselves, we're going to get it done from our lovely lady Conwenna for 150 shards. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the video, or else my editor will kill me. Okay, next task. Hellhounds. I need to do something badly. I need to actually clear out my clue scrolls. I'll probably just pick up the hard clue I've got in the bank and then just juggle it. 77 defense. Okay, that's the Hellhound task everyone done with. We're going to go do our hard clues we garnered from the task before we get a new one. Unfortunately, we didn't quite get to 75 Slayer for potential gargoyle task, but that's by the by. There's 90 hit points. Got it while killing Sidone Wizard. Didn't really get the pop-up, but at least we can see it. One of the problems we're going to be running into if we're going to be stacking our clues up, once again, is going to be the fact we'll end up with not being able to do some of the clue steps that we would like to, as they are rewards from the clues themselves, much like the heraldic helmets, forcing us to unfortunately drop them. Runeplate, I'm going to have to fork out so much money for this. No, I can't believe it. Greetings, bold adventurer. How do you know? How do you know this was a wig? Rune longsword and rune plate skirt. So that has cost us, let's just say, almost 200k. Actually, I think it's like 170k. Whenever upgrading our house, we can use our eternal crystal for the first time to go receive a rune full helm from Einarin's armor for the low price of 35,200 GP. Isn't that wonderful? Oh, and here he is right now. Oh, I'm stupid. I should have been making stashes for these. I forgot that I trained my con to 70. When did that happen? Bro, I'm so lost. We'll get there eventually. I've just had a bit of a disconnect because I've been doing RS3. I'm going to blame it all on RS3. It's the first casket. Unfortunately, this is how most of our clues end up, as wildy tasks and tossed on the floor. We decided to scout a Chambers raid with a Vasa, and let me tell you, the Keris was not cutting it here. Absolute disaster, but we did manage to get ourselves a master combat task out of the way. Stop, drop, and roll. Okay, so we weaved in some raids. We're probably going to be doing that, obviously, on Saturdays, which is tomorrow as of right now. We're going to be doing a lot of TOA, and hopefully trying to spin a purple. But for now, we are doing some worms. I'll see you on the flip side. And there is our 75 Slayer. Now that we have 75 Slayer, this is usually considered a landmark level for any account. Slayer from here on out will be a whole lot more profitable, as the range of tasks we should get will be better. Starting off with the first one of them, Gargoyles. I do hope to see a task for these soon. Wasn't a particularly bad worm task. We managed to get 2 superior Slayer monsters. Let's go get another task. We also got another Woody Step hard clue. Unfortunate. Okay, we managed to get the Mime random. That is 2 more collection log slots, and we are... I'm just going to check again. Other random events. I think we need 2 more Mime events and a Leo until we hit green log random events. I'll tell you what, when I started doing Slayer before, I went for about 800 mods without getting any Slayer monsters. We've really managed to get our RNG back on track. And what do we get from the Bloodveld? 4,100 XP and nothing else really. Obviously the totem is guaranteed in the catacombs. And it'll be nice. I don't mind getting chances to kill Scotizo. Scotizo can drop some decent stuff. 78 defense. 108 combat. Okay, another task down. Duradell's going to give us skeletal wyverns, a cheeky AFK task. I'm not going to show you every single thing that we're going to be doing for our Slayer tasks. While we're back at Duradell, I did notice that we had a healthy stash of Slayer points, so I decided to pick up the following Slayer rewards. Gargoyle Smasher, to automatically finish off gargoyles, saving us a few clicks. Actual Vampire Slayer, as this is a decent AFK task, and we'd love to get ourselves a blood shard to make an amulet of blood for future bossing grinds, most notably Vardorvis, as he has a lot of chip damage during the fight. Basilisk, so we can open up the Basilisk task on some of the higher tier Slayer masters to allow us to farm the Basilisk Jaw in the future and hopefully get an upgrade to our Helm of Nature's Knot. And finally, Hot Stuff, to enable us to get Jad tasks, as doing the fight caves is really good Slayer XP an hour, and will give us a better chance at getting the pet at a 1 in 67 per task. Granted, as long as we also sacrifice the fire cape along with it. Immediately after the task, we managed to reap the benefits of our spent Slayer points, a cheeky little Jad task. Now that we have done that task, I do believe we can speak to this guy. Now we have access to the Inferno area. Oh well. Do I just get to try to walk through? Oh, it doesn't actually consume your fire cape? I thought you handed it in. No, you hand it into the Inferno guy, don't you? Let me just go do that. Okay. Care, you're gonna have my fire cape, and from here on out, if we ever get a fire cape, we can just trade it in to try and get a pet roll for Jad. Really sacrifice it? Yes. There we go. Alright guys, I want you to notice that I did in fact forget to use my Slayer helmet for the fight caves. I want you to accept I'm fallible to mistakes, yeah? What you got for me? Black dragons? Not too shabby. We have 145 blue dragons. We're probably still going to be picking up the bones. So we're going to need infinite amount of prayer. So let's get cracking. It's going to be a long task, but some tasks is going to be absolutely dreadful, and that's just what we accept. 88 ranged. We managed to get our first gargoyle task. Luckily, we do have the rock smasher, so now we can go do something profitable. Killing a gargoyle was also a medium combat task, another freebie for us. Oh, we actually got the brittle key very early. This allows us, if we want to go do some grotesque guardians. Not that I'm going to be rushing to do that at all. Probably will never do on this account, depending on how far we get, but the option is available to us. 76 Slayer. We got 207k coins during this task so far. It's only our first trip. We are now printing, boys. Okay, we've gone upstairs. After we're doing that trip, we got our brittle key. We're going to unlock the room. Do we get I don't really want to do the boss, but do we get the... No, we don't get the music track. That's fine. We'll come back here later. Midway through a Hellhound task, I got rather tired of them, so I decided to go back to our Slayer Master and block them. We'll likely be unblocking it once we unlock the Cerberus task later on at 91 Slayer, but for now, I think it's for the best. Luckily, we did manage to pull ourselves a Lizardman Shaman task, so we do have another chance to get ourselves a Dragon Warhammer. Alright, Shaded Infiltrator. How many have we killed so far? 506. We're 1/6 of the way to the drop rate. Oh, baby. I don't need another Thread of Elidness. Oh my god, I just got the Dragon Warhammer. I'm out. I'm off skiz. It's honestly crazy that I've never, in my OSRS career, gone dry on this grind. Back when it was 1 in 5k, I never had to go over 2k KC for this, and now it's been lowered to 1 in 3k, and we've got it in 653 KC. Granted, I've only had to do this farm 4 or 5 times, but I do feel rather blessed. Okay, now that we have the Dragon Warhammer, we're going to be... where is it? Getting rid of Reptile Got Ripped. We don't need to do Lizardman tasks anymore. Say goodbye. We'll never see them again outside of James Zerek. Okay, considering we keep getting tasks that aren't Greater Demons, we're going to have to do a cheeky little resupply on Broad Bolts. I don't know, it's not showing it. We got Blue Dragons again. Again, I don't mind banking prayer, but I just so desperately just want to get a Greater Demon task. It's apparently pretty common, but we keep getting like cave horrors and whatnot. I know it's just the way the RNG works, but please. I will do While Guthix Sleeps when that happens. I'm begging. Alright, we finally managed to get ourselves some Greater Demons on task 76. This means that I have to go do a cheeky little quest. One of the few that we have left. I don't know why I scrolled down so far. I have to do While Guthix Sleeps. There are multiple points in this quest where you can die. Let's give it a go. Decided to, before we take on this quest, to utilize the fishing and the cooking grind that we did to get some anglerfish. I'll probably just get a couple hundred of these, and from then on out, we should have enough to be able to hopefully do any of the quests that we come in front of us, and then some TOAs too. Oh, cooking a anglerfish is actually an elite task for Curran and Kebos. I don't know what else we need for this. Curran and we're actually almost done. I think we need to get 95 Slayer though. We do. It's actually very easy outside of that, but obviously 95 Slayer is legitimately, if I went hard for it, like a month away from where we are now. So we won't be getting that one done for a while. I realised that when I went to start the quest, I don't have a escape crystal on me. So if I up or DC'd, I wouldn't be able to leave very easily. And that is not Froggy Chair. The first encounter happens right at the start of this quest against the 2 assassins. This fight can be quite deadly as they have a coordinated special attack that they will perform once one of them shouts. Now, this attack, since both are attacking during this with different styles, we have to change our prayer on the right stick to be able to avoid the over 105 damage they can inflict. It's times like these when I realise I just ran through all of that and I've just forgotten my escape crystal again. It's absolutely ridiculous how much I just don't bring it. Because 1 DC is just the end of the account in this sort of situation. Okay, I've never done this before. I have watched Slay music video. I'm going to first of all turn off my teleport spells, and then I'm going to get sights up, and I'm going to watch the guide one more time before I go up these stairs, ladders, and then we're ready to go. I think the failure of doing any of the specials is going to result in me taking around about 45 damage. We have got Sorrow Brews. I am going to overheal before I go into there. I do realise that I need to have an empty inventory space to telegrab one of the items. I am probably just going to drop that now, just in case I have an absolute mare of a moment. I could drop it in the room. I should probably drop it in the room. So yeah, let's get crack-a-lacking. If I all feel in danger, I am just going to skedaddle. Just to drop the food. Not going to be afraid to run away. I used the wrong thing like an idiot. I don't know what was going on there. I just shot myself. Without an absolute freak. Oh, it's because I see what's happened. Yes. I brewed below and forgotten to reassign my spell. Okay, this time we're actually going to deal with the warrior properly, I do think. There we go. So bringing these Sorrow Brews made it more awkward than I would have liked it to be. I think I'm just going to hard heal for a moment. I did do it this time. Maybe because I tried to attack without restoring fast. I am a dingus. Or maybe because I had 3 sips instead of 2. We haven't seen one of the Agiles yet. Another strong one. We'll just weaken him and kill him afterwards. I'll be honest, watching this fight and seeing Slayer Music do it made me more nervous. But now that I'm actually in the boss room, it seems to be perfectly fine. As long as we can actually finish him off. Yoink. Mine now. Be nice to stop splashing. Would be absolutely wonderful if we could just do some damage. I'm once again just going to double heal on the brew. Again, we're wasting resources, but they're there to be used. That's a lot of shit. Oh my Christ. I didn't see 4 on Sabi's video. I just saw a maximum of 3. I can't believe we managed to sort that out. I did kill them in the wrong order. Agile. Find him. Seize him. Oh my Christ. What's that about? Lesson learned. Use a longer binding spell instead of the 5-second one. Holy shit, man. I'm not a fan of that. We're still going to do the mechanic even though it's right there. On 10 HP. Please die. Nice. Wonderful stuff. In hindsight, I wouldn't bring Sorrow Brews. I would have just brought some anglerfish on the side. But by the by, we've managed to make it through. He's got a bowl patch at the top of his head. Bless him. Nobody wears a hat all the time. Enjoy. And then we carry on. We need to get our teleport spells back. And off we go to tell the guys. Stuff. So we just... Alright. Can I say something? Wasn't that quite pathetic? They could have at least done something to Lucian, though. I'm not gonna say upset. I just thought they'd actually do something instead of just keeling over and dying immediately. It's odd just to see like Gobble just walk up behind the other guys and just like tank the shot to the face. I guess it is just gross negligence. If someone's not played like RS3 and stuff like that, I don't know where this kind of stuff goes. But you just thought the Slayer Masters were like a bit stronger than that. I don't know. Oh my god. Alright. Thanks for the blue bloody box, by the way. It's, yeah, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Oh, it's just this tiny thing here. Meanwhile, I'm thinking I'm a donkey. I'm too attached to nothing interesting happens. You need both your hands free. Just too reliant on Quest Helper that when it has a minor hiccup, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I think now we have to go and prep for the last boss, which I think is not too difficult. We will be utilizing the Stone of Jas safe spot to, like, you know, get our head together, and hopefully it won't be too bad. Again, I've not killed the boss before, but I'm fairly confident. I think the Tormented Demons afterwards as well, you can kind of like drag them away and predominantly just drop combat. So I think this might be easier than the second boss. I don't need these anymore. Let's go prep. I think TPing has crashed my game. I looked away from my monitor and then looked back and it's still just... Okay. Wonderful, love that. Guess we'll be reloading Runelight. If I log back in and my account's dead, it wouldn't be because I teleport to Falador. But if it did, I would cry. Real tears. Okay, we have just topped ourselves up at the Brazier. This is the setup I'm going to be going with. I don't know if there's too many switches. Again, I've seen people do this in Void, I've seen this and whatnot. It's a decent amount of food. I think we just have to send it and see how it goes. I didn't bring Ruby Bolt specs. I'd rather just do consistent damage with diamonds and not chance losing HP. So let's get cracking. I'm going to watch Slayer music once again, do this fight, and then I'm going to send it. Okay, I'm fairly confident now. I am going to sip. I think we can start using range immediately. I didn't want to bring Superset because it's too many inventory spots. We can use a range potion. And hopefully our rigger will tear him a new one. And immediately we're just going to hit and just run to the other side of the stone. Going to be quite expensive on prayer to keep rigger up, but we've got 4 restores. We should be fine. Apparently sub 200 when it starts to get hectic. Should probably be meleeing him. I have let my prayer run out. That's because he hit me. And again, this is why the Stone of Jas safe spot's really good. You just get to stand behind and replenish. Let's over here a little bit. And you can also just switch to whatever you want and then keep going again. I think we just hit him with the same thing he's hitting us with. Why do I keep clicking through him? Am I just a bozo? Or is it just awkward? Could be clicking too early, I don't know. Okay, wonderful. As the balance elemental down, this means that we do have to take on the 2 tormented demons after we touch the Stone of Jas. The Stone of Yas Queen. Just get our range back up. I think I am just going to immediately run behind this pillar. Again, I'm playing it safe, but it's better to play safe and have the fight take a little bit longer than to waste 3.5 months as a account being alive. I think we also do get super amped to like 250 combats. And I've not seen a Tormented Demon in my life, so I'm going to run scared. Get me out of there. Is this fine? I think if we wanted to play it completely and utterly safe, we can just stay here for like forever. They are pulling off. I would rather be hitting that one, but I guess we can hit with Mage. I don't know how to tell what he's going to hit me with, so I'm just going to pray Mage and just love life. I think he's trying to melee me. That seems to be a Mage attack. That seems to be a range attack. Holy shizzle nizzle. I don't like this. I don't know what's going on. I got bound. I should have ran, not backwards. Just put it that way. Okay, hold on. Let's try and get aggro of this guy. Holy sugar. That's a lot of damage. Obviously going to get a lot of practice after the quest because we're going to be doing like 200 of these. Can't wait for that. I thought they switched more often than this. Clearly I'm just clueless. I'm going to have to watch someone kill them. I think this guy was hitting us with. Kind of want to get round back here again so I can be careful. Keep it simple, stupid. So you can't pray during the flight of that attack, I'm assuming. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just killing it. Again, completely ass. We'll definitely watch a guide before we kill any of those. Yes, please teleport me out of here. And I do believe this is the end of our quest. While Guthix Sleeps has been completed. 5 quest points access to the Guthixian Temple. That's to take on the Tormented Demons, 80,000 thieving, 75,000 farming, 75,000 herb lore, and 50,000 hunter XP. 79 herb lore required. Pog. So now I'm going to probably go for a walk and get some fresh air, but we'll then learn how to take on Tormented Demons, and hopefully we can get Spoon in our first task. We would love to get a Scorched Bow. Burning Claws are also very nice. Having a spec weapon that does significant damage would be wonderful for certain bosses. So yeah, let's get crack-a-lackin'. That is all we have for this episode. Next episode will be taking on the Tormented Demon task, but first of all, shout out to Walter for being a ladle. And again, thank you to the Big and Little Spoons for continuing their support on the channel. If you wish to be a part of this list, please join the channel down below for the appropriate tier, or subscribe on Twitch to become a Big Spoon. I love you all, and I hope to see you in the next one.